Welcome to e-learning project management, the basics. In this short video, I'll introduce you to the basic process I have developed to manage e-learning projects. This is me, Lisa Giacomo. I'm an experienced global e-learning designer. I've worked with organizations over the past 12 years to design and develop e-learning objects, training, and other performance improvement interventions. I am also an assistant professor of organizational performance and workplace learning at Boise State University. I have worked as a manager, instructional designer, and instructor or trainer for nonprofits, international, non-governmental organizations, universities, and for-profit businesses around the world. I have primarily served adult learners and worked to improve organizational performance. Today, I'm going to talk about how to successfully manage an e-learning project internally. My approach represents a 10-year proven process that I've developed based on my experience with a wide variety of clients around the globe. There are 7 stages of project management that I want to talk about. They include planning, content gathering, instructional design, storyboarding, development and production, quality assurance, and integration and delivery. Let's start with the planning stage. The key to effectively managing your e-learning project is to develop a project management schedule. There are a lot of cool tools out there that you can use with features that facilitate handoffs and multiple team members contributing to the project. For the purposes of this instructional video, I will use an Excel spreadsheet to show you the basic items you should include in your project management schedule. Create column headings across the top that clearly identify the components, including the stages, the items, the activity and task description, the owner, the due date, and the status. Once you have determined the stages, items, activity and task descriptions, owner, due dates, and status, you should distribute the project management schedule to all stakeholders in order to get buy-in and sign-off. Do not begin any work until you have buy-in on the details. This will help you deliver the project on time and avoid any misunderstanding with your client. Of course, this also assumes you have a solid statement of work drawn up with agreed upon processes for change orders and response timelines with due date extensions pre-specified in case of non-responsiveness from the client. Okay, let's look a little closer at the first stage, planning. In this stage, you need to gather and document all of the basic information, such as the client name, the point of contact, the project name, the project number if needed, the audience, the planning meeting, a start date, a due date, and a project schedule. Don't forget to set your own separate internal deadlines for the 6 other stages of the project too. After putting together the project management schedule, there are some preparatory tasks that you need to carry out before you can actually begin working on the project itself. Keep in mind the following items. First, discuss and document all technical specifications with the IT department. And determine any constraints with the client. For example, audio restrictions, software restrictions, device types, etc. The next step is to gather the content and conduct the content analysis if it already exists. Otherwise, you will need to perform a task analysis. Determine the performance specifications and mastery levels. In this stage, you need to gather the existing client content, analyze the content provided, determine content gaps, and any additional content that needs to be developed. You'll also need to gather existing graphics, logos, and color scheme requirements, as well as branding specifications from the client. When you find content gaps or need to do a task analysis, you'll work with the SME to develop original documentation. This will likely add time and therefore cost to your project management plan. After gathering and analyzing all of the content, the instructional design phase begins. After determining the instructional goals and performance objectives, determine the instructional strategy. The instructional strategy specifies how the content will be transformed into an engaging e-learning course. For example, will it be direct game-based learning, gamification, or will it be story-based or scenario-based learning with using games or simulations, etc.? There is a general sequential approach to the design process. However, it will also unfold rather iteratively, and you will likely make adjustments to several different components throughout the process. As you move forward with your project, create a design document which serves as the blueprint of the project. It specifies the content, look and feel, and instructional design elements of the program. In the next stage, storyboarding, you will start laying out the content into a design template commonly called a storyboard. Storyboards document the content and programming instructions, as well as any voiceover text for each page of the course. There are several steps to storyboarding. First, you'll select an appropriate method and/or template for your project. There are many ways and formats in which you can storyboard, as well as tools such as Word, PowerPoint, etc. Then you'll create the first draft of your storyboard. Have the stakeholders review and negotiate any content and organizational changes. Make the requested changes. Then, deliver the second draft of the storyboard. Have the stakeholders review and approve it. Finally, create the narration scripts if applicable. These are the scripts given to the voiceover talent to record the narration of the course. You'll need to contact the voiceover talent. Agree on a quote for their work and a delivery date for the voiceover files. Lastly, before talent starts recording, make sure the stakeholders give you direction and approve the voice, pace, inflection, tone, etc. There are 4 steps to development of an e-learning course. Some of the tasks done during the development and production phase can also be done during the storyboarding stage in order to save time. First, create the graphical user interface, or GUI. That's the look and feel for the e-learning project. Some stakeholders might have a clear idea of what they want. Others might give you creative freedom and ask you to help them with coming up with it. Make sure the stakeholders approve the look and feel and navigational elements and placement before developing the course. Second, determine the assets needed, such as graphics, music, video, animations, and characters. Third, create the assets and have the client approve them. Lastly, produce, develop, and program the course. Do not begin this step until you have approval from the client on the final storyboards, voiceovers, look and feel, and assets. The last and final stage is integration, in which the finalized e-learning product is delivered and integrated. The way in which it is delivered depends on what was agreed upon originally. This course can be integrated into an existing learning management system, or LMS, or integrated into an external server. So there you have it, managing an e-learning project internally. Managing any project can be complex, although it can be made simpler when managed by a smartly segmented project management schedule and proven project management tools. Let's quickly review the stages. There was planning, content gathering, instructional design, storyboarding, development and production, quality assurance, and integration and delivery. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Before I let you go, I have a request. Email me and let me know what you thought of this video and how it could be improved. Feel free to ask me any questions you might still have. Thanks for watching.